have other things about Osric, but like, do you want to talk about like other people first, and then I can get back to you?
Yeah, I can talk about my next one.
Okay.
Do you remember what the last one I said was? Was it SBSK?
It was the person that like interviews people that are different, I think.
Yeah, okay, that was SBSK. Oh,
Okay.
also, I just want to say another thing about the vlogbrothers really quick because it reminded me of what you said. Oh, what was it you said?
Do you want me to go?
You were talking about how that person maybe was just afraid for you and didn't know how to act the right way. It reminded me of a Vlogbrothers video that I didn't actually watch until after we filmed that part of this episode. Otherwise, I said it then. It's called An H of G by the Vlogbrothers, and he's kind of just talking about that concept, like that when people aren't good to you, sometimes you can imagine that maybe they had good intentions. I'm not explaining it right, but yeah, I just quickly recommend that video from Vlogbrothers. I hadn't seen it yet by the time I was talking about it, otherwise I would have mentioned it. I just want to mention it now. My next one on my list is a YouTube series called Dance is Moving by Brian David Gilbert. It's 5, 6, or 7 videos. So, and it's on, well, they're all on YouTube, but it's free on YouTube. You can watch it really quickly. I want to talk especially about the last video. So, spoilers, warning. Watch it if you haven't already, or be okay with spoilers. So the series is about a dance instructor. It's very comedic at first. A dance instructor, he introduces some dance style, and then he does like a little like thing he's teaching, and there's like people in this class, and he's teaching the dance. Halfway through the series, he says that he teaches a dance called the crab dance because he's from Baltimore, which I guess connects to crabs in some way. I don't know how.
Crab dance.
And what?
I just crab dance. I like crab dancing.
Yeah.
Doop-a-doop-a-doop. Okay.
Doop-a-doop-a-doop. So in the end of the video, he's talking about how much he likes living in Baltimore, and that's why he's doing the crab dance. But it ends with him realizing that he might have to move away from Baltimore. His girlfriend is unsure, who he met while he was doing the dance classes, teaching the dance classes, is unsure about long distance. The second to last video is called like the worm dance or something, and it's basically just him being too depressed to dance. And because of that, everybody leaves his dance class except like gets up and walks out, except for one person who at the end of the video tells them they can't come next week because they have to go to a wedding. So the final video, which is him teaching how to put it all together, he's dancing alone, he shows up to the class alone. He says, "I'm going to teach you freestyle, 3, 2, 1," and then it just stops. He sits down, and then a different song plays called "See the Day," and he dances on his own. And I don't know, for some reason it just really got to me, that scene. I guess because I felt lonely then and was thinking about how I might have to move one day away in the future. And yeah, I really liked that scene. It was really good. It really stood out to me. I hadn't seen too much other scenes like that. Spoilers and spoiler talk ending. And then just overall, I have to talk about Brian David Gilbert quickly because I love him. I love his work so much. It's so funny to me. I didn't start watching until after high school, so I don't know if I can say that he shaped my sense of humor. I probably already had it by then, but it fits so perfectly. Everything he does is so funny to me. He has a video called "New Shoes," or "Are Those New Shoes?" That's just so funny to me. No matter how many times I watch it, every single joke still makes me laugh. so much. And yeah, and I probably would have become friends with this person anyway, but at my old store I worked at, I had a coworker who also really liked Brian David Gilbert, and I think that helped me get like more of a friendship with a really cool person because we both love Brian David Gilbert. So, yeah, and just it's so when you meet someone who likes the same creator as you, it's really cool. So,
Yeah.
Brian David Gilbert, if you ever watch this, thank you for the sense of humor. Thank you for all your music. The All Together, which is the name of his band, is really good. I love the All Together version of See the Day and really all their songs. And thank you for inspiring my sense of humor and my creativity. I would love to create something like Dance is Moving one day. Okay, that's my one. You can go back to your next one.
Nice. Cool. Yeah, should I, like, just say a few things? Sorry, I'm looking at my notes, and they're just kind of like... Should I just... Hi, do you want to come back up? Yeah, sneezy.
Bella!
Bella! Every time I start talking, she wants to come up.
Aww. Bella!
Do you think I'm talking to you? Because there's no one else in this room. Can you hear her?
I could for a second.
Alright, I think she did stop purring. She's making weird noises now. I don't know how much of this I want to say, but Casey.
Casey!
So, how do I word this? Maybe I should just read my notes, because it might be just better to just...
Yeah, you can read your notes.
So, is Bella too loud?
Can't hear her right now.
Okay. That makes me feel better, because she's very loud in my ear in real life. Bella.
Oh, I can hear her now.
Okay. He's helped me. So I feel like I should talk about Hero.
Yeah, talk about Hero.
So it really is like, okay, so with Kristen, she was a writer too. I don't know if she writes anymore, but she was really good a writer, like really good. I really liked her writing. But just, you know, those teachers that like pressure you sometimes because they can see the potential in you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like the mic? You want to sniff the mic? You want to sniff my hand? What are you sniffing?
Oh,
She's purring.
it's so cute.
She's like, if we have the webcam on, you would see what she's doing. So a teacher just kind of did that, and that was not helpful for her, and she lost all the love and desire to write, which really is sad because she was a really good writer. But she used to like critique my writing. We had a project together, and I would write it because I was the writer, and she had ideas, and then I had my ideas, and we would talk about it, and then I would write it, and then I'll show it to her, and then she'll get upset because she had ideas that she had never told me. So it was very stressful for her because I'll write things, and then like I come up with like ideas really quickly, and I like being like taking those ideas and expanding upon them. And then I'm like, ooh, what about this? And then this, and then this, and then this. And then I would write it out, and then I'll send it to her. And she just had so many ideas that she just never told me, and then it would stress her out. And so she would like critic it, like, this is wrong, this grammar sucks, and all like that critic. She would only focus on like the negative and the things that she didn't like, but she would just say that. She was very open about her opinions. And I do remember, like, I don't remember exactly like her opinions worded, but I do remember like the feeling of like sharing it with her, and then just it wasn't a good feeling once I got her feedback back. And that's how I just thought criticism was. So it's like, because that's like the only criticism I've gotten, because I was only like open to sharing her my stuff. She was also the kind of person that, like, if you draw something and you show it to her and it's not perfect, oh, maybe that's why I don't like the concept of perfection. She would like take your pencil and erase your drawing and make it perfect in her eye. Yeah, no, she sort of did that with writing. And it would hurt, but she was just trying to help me, you know? I mean, I'm not validating her actions.
Yeah.
But I understand.
I know what you mean.
So, why is your paw up? Oh, are you okay? Sorry, she just had her paw up in the air. I think she was trying to grab my finger to lick it.
Aww.
My cat, not Kristen. So, ow! Why are you biting me? No, not me.
Hello.
She bit me.
Hello. Are you good?
I wasn't paying attention to her. No, it didn't break any skin, but
Okay.
I don't know what that was. She doesn't usually bite unless I'm like playing with her. And then she'll like get into it.
Are you gesturing? Does she think you're playing?
Oh, maybe I do talk with my hands. Sorry, I wasn't playing with you. I was just talking. Hold on, she wants to go out of my room. I wrote this script called His Name Was Hero, and eventually I asked if Osric was interested in reading like the first 5 pages or something, and if he would give me feedback. And he told me he would, but he's not gonna like, he'll critique it, and like, he's like, I'm not gonna go easy on you, you know? I'm gonna say what, I think. And he did read the first 5 pages, and his feedback was really, really nice. And I don't know if it's because I'm just so used to Kristen's feedback, but like, his feedback was really information, like, good way, like, to think about. It was definitely more telly than showy, and he gave me like some suggestions on like how to make that better, you know? And with that, like, I absolutely love like the beginning. I mean, it definitely, other people has like gave me feedback on what you expand upon in the beginning that I took and like agreed upon. But also talking about feedback, I also remember him, Osric, not he, like, once in the video, like, this was before this, he talked about getting feedback and how, like, when he gets feedback, it stings. I don't know if he said no matter if it was, like, good feedback, it still stings. I don't remember. I don't want to put, like, words in his mouth. But, like, just hearing that, like, even someone like him, just, it stings, and it's like, oh, yeah, that exact, like, even, like, when I get feedback, and good feedback, and, like, other feedback, it stings it, but he said, like, you get the feedback, it stings, you take a break from, you read it, and then you take a break from it, and then you come back, and it's less stingy, and that's, for me, that's absolutely true, and I don't think, like, just hearing that, feeling in words really helped me feel comfortable getting feedback, because it's like, oh, it's okay to feel this stingy painness, you know?
Yeah.
And people don't necessarily talk about it, or at least the people that I'm contact in with. So that really helped me. He also gave me, like, advice in a cameo once. And again, I'm gonna talk a lot about him, so maybe I should just part 2. I don't know. But essentially I got a cameo from him and from someone else. Asking the same.
Can you explain what Cameo is?
Oh, cameo is like you can go on the website and ask for a request, if, like, for someone, either whoever's on it, like an actor, a singer, I don't know who other people, actor, singer, drawer, I don't know, like people that you might not be able to contact, but you can, like, request, like, can you, my friends is, like, a fan of you, can you say happy birthday to them, you know? Or, like, if they're an actor, like, can you give me any acting tips, because I want to get into that field. It's more like famous, known people. I don't know if people like to be called famous, but, like, more known people. And they'll, like, send you a video. Usually it's, like, under 2 minutes, a minute, or whatever. It honestly depends on the person, or the question, or whatever you requested. And I'm not saying, like, they will always do what you request, but, like, some YouTubers are also on it. But I lost my place. But I got 2 cameos at the same time, Osric's and someone else's, and asking for a question. I'm not gonna say the question, but Osric, I got his back first, and it really helped me. He gave me advice that's like, this sounds like you, and advice about getting feedback about your script, and it's like, you take the feedback, and then you, like, okay, what do I agree with this, and what do I don't, and be like, okay, if I take the things that you do agree, and be like, will this help it, or, like, do I want to put it into my script in some way, you know, and just be, like, aware of who you getting feedback from, because it's like, do they understand your vision, or are they just gonna try to make your work into something else that you're not trying to make, you know? Make it their own work. And I think that part really helped me, because I think that's what Kristen used to do a lot, would make it her own work. And I just kind of like, okay, I guess this is making it better. But it wasn't making it better for me, you know? And I think that's more important, that it's like a passion project like that. It should make it better for you. I'm not saying, like, don't include other people's point of view and perspective, but, like, take account, like, about yours, you know? And that really helped. And, like, he explained why he couldn't with the question, which I really appreciate that. And again, I really enjoy the cameo. And then I got the other person's cameo back, and it was very, very disappointing. I don't want to say who. Do you know who it is? I don't know if you know. If I told you.
I think so, but
Okay.
I'm not gonna say.
Okay, yeah. I was just really disappointed because it was really short. It was a lot of money. And it's not necessarily disappointing that he also said no. He just felt like he didn't care. And I think that's, he also could also not know my name, which is also a thing. With Osric, he knew who I was. But that is interesting. Does he actually know my name? Not Osric, the other guy. I don't know. It's interesting. Like, he knows me if he sees me, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you go to places that have people frequently.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
never gone to one. At the time of recording.
We should go to one together. That'd be fun.
I want to so much.
Yes. And then you can meet them. Well, if Osric
I
goes.
know. Yeah, I really want to go.
Yeah. And just getting back that cameo, just being kind of disappointed and like, I mean, again, he's not obligated to tell me anything, what's going on with his life and all that stuff. Like, I understand things come up and like plans change, especially like with their bad lifestyle. But I would, but he didn't say like, oh, I'm busy, I can't do that anymore, or something like on that lines, and I would completely understand. And I mean, like, I wouldn't feel bad because of that, you know? Because I understand life is unpredictable, and some things just don't work out. Even if you intended to in the past, you know? He could have just said, like, he's busy, or with stuff, but he didn't. And it's just, I don't know, it just rubbed me the wrong way. Not rubbed me, just kind of disappointed. That's, I guess. And I don't mean to make, like, if he watches this, I don't want him to feel bad, but it's just, like, I remember I shared it with Mary Jane, and she had opinions, because I was kind of questioning, like, oh, maybe I'm just spoiled, and I'm just expecting too much, but I showed Mary Jane, and she just like, no, he shouldn't, he should have done at least more, if that makes sense. I just wish he doesn't do that to like his other fans cameo, because that wouldn't be like a really good impression of him, if that makes sense. Like, I would never want that to be someone else's cameo. It's just not the best impression of him. And I know he's like amazing guy, but it just felt lackluster. And I don't know. But with like Osric, he was really caring, and he actually shared what was going. Like, Osric actually told me, like, oh, he's busy with stuff, and I really appreciate that. And the other guy did not. And again, I know both of them, Osric wasn't obligated to do that either, but I just really appreciate that he shared that. Like, again, I'm not disappointed because the other guy said no. Or, I mean, I'm not disappointed at all with Osric. But just the other guy, it's like, I don't know, he could have said more. I like knowing. But yeah, like, with Osric, he opened, I mean, he didn't, like, say a lot, or not a lot, but, like, everything, but, like, he mentioned why he said no. And I just really appreciate him way more and love him way more than like I did before. And I think there's always like instances that's like that happens, and I am always surprised of the ever-growing love I have for him. But like now it's like it's not that surprising. It just makes me really happy and make me feel better and good when it happens. Like I don't know how to explain it. It's like
Yeah.
it's not like I don't take it for granted at all, but it's like
Yeah. You're grateful.
yeah, and it's nice, and it's I don't know. He's just really nice and supportive in a way that like actually helps, and I don't think that I don't that I mean I'm not saying like there hasn't been people that has helped me that tried to help me, but there's been a lot of people that have, and it's like it doesn't help, and I just feel really guilty, you know? And it's like they're trying to help, but it's not. And and I've had friends that's like, oh, this is totally you, and then they show me like they'll just be like, oh, I have a video that's like definitely you, you'll love it, and then they show it to me, and it's like a nail polish video, and it's like, this isn't me, like that, like I'm not against nail polish, but like I don't wear nail polish unless someone's like, can I paint your nails, you know? And like just other things, it's like that's not who I am, and they're just reading me wrong, and I feel like Osric, I do feel like he sees me more than others, or like notices me, and I feel like I can too with him. I mean, I could be reading him wrong, which is possible. Because there has been times where he just like, in the past, I will say, like staring at me, but I don't know if he's like wondering why he's doing that or confused. He doesn't look confused. He looks content, but or other times he's smiling, or he'll smile if I look at him also. He has a really nice smile. But he gives, I mean, I don't want to say, like, I don't know what he's thinking, so. But I feel like he notices me either subconsciously or consciously more than, like, other people have that I've, like, met and be friends with in person. I have had amazing friends, online and whatnot, but, 'cause he'll do things that, like, I need, and, like, I wouldn't really be aware of that if I mean, he could do it to everyone because he's really nice and that'd be awesome, but, like, he's done, like, little things that, like, or say things that, like, again, impact me different from anyone else, and, like, he wrote something that, like, I liked and was really appreciated, but, like, years or in the future, I started to realize, like, that's what I really need, and I don't know. I mean, it seems like he knew because he wrote it, but I didn't at the time, or if that makes sense, I don't know if that makes sense. On the cast bag, if Osric's watching, like, I knew, but I didn't knew the full degree of it, if that makes sense. And he's really gentle. I don't know if I already said that. And again, he could be like that with everyone else, and I usually don't like that, because usually when people are gentle with me, it's because it's like they're looking down, like how some people treat kids look down upon, but with them it's like a caring way. It just feels different, completely different from anything like I've actually felt when someone is gentle with me. Like, I am being serious. Like, I can't think of a time that's like someone was gentle and it didn't felt like I was, or it always felt like I was being looked down upon. But with him, it's like protective, caring. I don't know. Could be reading him wrong. And like, and another thing I will say, well, but like, there's been like, I don't know, there's just like a lot of people that has tried to help me, and it just doesn't. Like, I don't know how much I want to like get into this topic. Should I just go into this topic? I don't know if you want me to just talk
You can
about
if you want to, and you can always edit it out if you don't like it.
Okay, I just not sure if you
If you want to.
Okay, so like, I've had a lot of people that tried to help me with, I've had anxiety attacks, and I've had like medical problems, and I remember watching this movie, and it made me realize why I don't, like, I don't want to like hate on this movie. I mean, I hate it. I mean, I might. Okay, so I watched this movie. It's called The Big Sick, and I know a lot of people love it, and I think it is a true story. And I'm not trying to devalidate any of the emotions, any of the heartbreak, and all the things that went on in like effort to make a movie. It's just not a movie for me. But I think it's because the big thing, I don't honestly remember what it's about, but it's about like this person getting sick and almost dying. And it's like, and being in the hospital, and it's like, when I watched that, I think it just triggered a lot of things, because at the time, it also like made it felt like romantic will cure you when you have like a health thing. Again, I don't want like, hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. Great, I stopped it. Great, I didn't mean to stop it. I didn't want to be that loud. But I grew up like in hospitals. I was born with a half a heart at 3 days old. I had my first open heart surgery. I had 5 in total open heart surgeries. I've had other surgeries because the doctors kind of messed up things. I've had stomach surgery because I had a G-tube, and one of the times they like ripped the G-tube out because they were trying to change it, and it broke off and shot into my stomach, so I had to like be rushed into emergency surgery for that. And the other doctors also like, I think my first like open heart surgery, they accidentally cut my vocal cord, or one of them, and paralyzed it. So that's why I talk like this. So I kind of grew up in the hospitals. And sadly, it's like my second house, if you want to joke about like that. So like, I don't watch a lot of medical stuff because it just, I think it's just hard, because when you go through surgeries and all that stuff, it's like, I don't remember like my past surgeries, or not all of them. I remember a few here and there, but like your body remembers, and you mentally, and like your 5th open heart surgery, I remember that one because I was 18 when that happened, and you get like, your everything gets messed up, you know? And like, even though your body has to heal physically, you also have to heal mentally, and that has a lot of PTSD stuff that it's hard to heal from. And I've talked about it with other people, and like professionals and therapists and stuff, and it's like, they try to help, but nothing helps. And like, people that I feel close to have tried to give me advice, and like, they've all been really helpful, but nothing helps, and I feel just really guilty. And I'll just like, thank you. I mean, since I'm older, I've like been kind of open and if I do ask like for help and stuff back then, it's like they'll try to give me advice, but they don't know, like people around me, or like it's like, of course they don't know what it's like to be going through all that. Like, how would they know how to give advice, if that makes sense? And I don't blame any of them, but it just doesn't help. Nothing helps. And I think with that, I just push all that mental PTSD, because it's like your body has just gone through a lot, and you mentally, but it's like you just kind of had to, I had to just push all that down, and I think that's what I used to do all those years, because like, I can't function without doing so. So like watching The Big Sick and just seeing like romantic, maybe I'm just bitter because I've never really had a romantic partner, but like it takes a lot to heal yourself mentally too, because there's just so much PTSD, and it's like you have to let it all go, and you can. And I did that with Casey, which I guess, and now being a hypocrite, now realizing I wouldn't have Casey without Osric, which is a romantic interest. Dang it, I'm a hypocrite.
Well, I will say, I have seen Big Sick. I don't remember what it's about either.
Okay.
I don't remember how I felt watching it. I think I probably got more enjoyment out of it because the actor who movie is basically, does the actor playing the character, is he the one who had that experience? It's his story, right?
I don't know if he does. I didn't know that.
Okay, I'm not gonna say because I don't know. But the actor who plays the main character, not the one who is sick, but the other one, he plays in one of my favorite TV shows as one of my favorite characters.
Who does he play?
Hold on.
Okay. I will say, I think when I watched that, it just triggered all the things I've been pushing down for like my whole life, and just filling in the quietness here. So I will say, my hatred that spawned because of this movie, I'm so sorry if I hate it. I know, I'm not trying to.
It's okay. So he plays Prismo in Adventure Time. So
Wait,
so I think I was like, my brain was like a fan of the movie before I saw it.
Yeah.
But I will say the difference between The Big Sick and Casey in, I almost called it Adventure Time. In Big Hero, now I call it Big Hero 6.
Big Hero Casey.
In Hero is that The Big Sick is from the point of view of a person who is not going through it, and I keep doing it. Hero is from the point of the person who has actually had that experience themselves.
That is true.
I don't think it makes you a hypocrite because you're writing from the point of view of somebody who understands it more, which I know The Big Sick is a true story as well. Mm-hmm. Well, not that Hero is a true story, but Casey's experience is a true story.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not saying the movie's bad because I can't really remember what I thought of it or what it was about. Mm-hmm. But I do know it's different viewpoints from it. So I don't think it makes you a hypocrite for having Casey do something similar because you actually understand the experience. Yeah. Not that he doesn't, but you understand it in a different way, I guess.
Yeah. No, that is true. So, although, I guess, I will say, my hatred, again, I don't like to say hatred, but like, for that movie, inspired Ashelle and Bia, to be honest. Because I wanted someone that's disabled, that has a romantic partner, that also still struggles. Because a lot of films depicts romanticism cures your struggles. I'm not saying all of them do, but like most use it as like a... I mean, I do think romance or love, either platonic love or romance, can help you, and can definitely help you. You sometimes need someone to love you, to show you how to love yourself. That's also why I hate the you can't love someone before you love yourself. I hate that saying. I'm not gonna get
I don't
into
like
that.
that either.
But so just like seeing that movie just like triggered all that, and triggered like I understand like the like what my mom and my parents go through every time I go through surgery. You know, that's like hours of waiting, and I don't think I realized that until I was older. That's like, oh, they're literally just waiting to see if I'm alive, like if I'm survive, you know? Which is like, also, I do say surgeons are like literal angels and gods on earth, and they do deserve way more thank you for what they do, because a lot of people I've noticed that will like thank God for their work, you know? And it's like, well, God doesn't. Maybe he has some, whatever you want to believe in it, but it's the surgeons that's doing all the work. They did. They spent most of their their learning to help you, you know, and they deserve way more credits than they do. So that being said, Casey has really helped me let go of all that baggage, and I've talked about it in other videos, but essentially, like, Casey was the first character that I have characters that are written based upon me that has my, what is it called? Medical problems? I forgot the word medical. But I never took it seriously. I always wrote it as a joke in my other stories, and this one, I did start it off as, like, had Casey, like, had, like, her medical problems a joke, and, like, she was that annoying fangirl, like, no one liked. And, just with her and Mary Jane's help, I'll get to her, and just, like, also with Osric's support, I guess reflection, like, you can't love yourself until, or like with me, I couldn't love myself fully until I had a mirror reflect, you know, like someone else doing that and showing me how to. He's like really caring, supportive, and he was like really gentle. And in the beginning, I was like really confused about that. Cause like I remember I would like look up, I don't know if this is calling me out, but like I used to like look up at like signs to see if your crush likes you back. And like one of the signs is like they'll either talk in a higher pitch or a lower pitch depending on gender. I'm pansexual, so I was watching it for both. And one of the things is like lower pitch, I think, for guys, or deeper or something. And there's ones that, or like they would get excited year round. And with Osric, you would just be gentle. And I'm not saying like Osric romantically likes me, but just like noticing like, oh, maybe he knew I needed that, or subconsciously, or something. Like I needed someone to be gentle because I'm not used to that. I mean, he doesn't need to be gentle 24/7 or every time we interact, but I noticed that. And I do want to be more gentle with him because like they kind of, there's been moments that I should definitely use a different tone. I have kind of yelled at him once. Not yelled at him, but like I got annoyed, and I could definitely use a different tone. Sorry about that if Osric's watching, but I don't regret that whole thing. And I don't know if I did use a different tone. I don't know if you would know if I meant it seriously. If I did, you know? So, sorry that happened, but I don't regret it. But Yeah. So Casey, I needed Casey, and Casey's like, have I ever talked about, like, the picture on the wall with you?
I don't think so.
So I never, like, accepted my medical baggage or let it go or anything because I just couldn't function if I did. And maybe it's just I needed to grow to do so. And, my medical problems or learning to love yourself is kind of like, you have a room since birth. Like, this is like your mental room. It changes, like, and so there's a picture on your wall, or my wall since birth, and that's my medical problem. And it's always there, and it's like, I glance at it once in a while, but like throughout the years, your room gets messy and you clean it out. You decorate it differently throughout the years and all that stuff, but it's like, and you know the picture is there, like it's been there since birth, so like why do you need to like look at it, you know? It's there. You can't really do much about it. But learning to finally let go of everything and learn to love yourself is like finally looking at the picture on your wall and realizing it's a mirror this whole time and accepting what you see. And I couldn't do that without Casey. And I wouldn't have Casey without Hero, and I wouldn't have Hero without Osric, because the reason why I started writing Hero because I wanted to hang out with Osric, and I overheard him talking to this person, and she asked him what, like, your dream role, and he said superhero, and so I'm like, the fangirl I was, and I'm like, oh, maybe if I write a good enough script, I'll want to, like, act in it, and I can hang out with him for a few days or something. Let's put before Casey became a main character. And he doesn't...
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
He doesn't have to, like, be Kyo at all. Like, if I do make it, that's okay if he doesn't in it. Like, I don't want him to feel obligated. But if I didn't go after my heart passion, my heart desire to hang out with him, I wouldn't have Casey. So I'm always all for one, like, follow your heart desire or passion, even if it's just little steps. Like, it took me like 4 years to write Hero, or 3, to finish the script. And if I never started, I wouldn't have finished it, and I wouldn't have Casey, and you don't know where it would take you, you know? And I will say, just a little thing, I don't know if I want to say this, whatever, I did ask Osric, another, like, hangout question, sorta, but more, not necessarily hangout. And he was very nice, but he rejected me. And I honestly think if he didn't rejected me, I wouldn't have finished Hero. Because then I wouldn't have that desire to still hang. Well, I mean, I like, if that happened, I don't think maybe we would still be hanging out, if that makes sense. There wouldn't be, like, any reason for me to continue writing Hero, you know? And besides, like, me having fun with it, which I definitely did have fun with it. I definitely, like, found other reasons to continue and finish it with that reason in mind, too. But, like, if I did have the ability to just keep hanging out with Osric, I don't think I would have Hero. And so, thank you, Osric, if you're watching this. Thank you for rejecting me.
Thank you, Osric.
There's still other stuff I want to talk about. But you were gonna say something, if you remember?
Oh, I was just gonna say, I love that, like, because, like, writing a script is a huge accomplishment. Like,
Yeah.
you should be extremely proud of yourself for that. I'm
No,
extremely
I
proud
am.
of you for that.
Aw.
And Casey, like the life-changing character that helps you accept yourself, all that came from a conversation you overheard. Like, I
Yeah.
love that this huge thing
I know.
came from a random conversation you happened to overhear. I think that's so cool.
Yeah. Well, I didn't overhear it. I was eavesdropping, but same thing.
That's what overhear means, right?
Yeah, sure.
You heard it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely heard
like, I don't know. It's like, it's so random. I love when random things happen.
Yeah, no, I absolutely am super duper wicked proud of myself that finishing and creating Casey was allowing myself, because there's definitely scenes that I could never write that was based off of experiences, and before that, I couldn't write it, but until like after I started to accept and realize like this is cathartic, like you can write, and obviously I could just write it and heal from that and take it out, but like I don't know, I don't exactly know, like I've healed so much, I've healed from it that it's like I think I would be able to like experience it again because I want to play Casey, so that does keep in mind with me, but like I'm so again there's it's I've accepted and let go of all the baggage. So it's like I am so proud, and I am so proud of like that and what I've created. And Trolliverse, I'm really excited and proud of myself. And I don't know what else to like say, but I'm definitely glad and happy that I continued and finished it and found Casey.
And you talking about how Casey has helped you has inspired me to want to do the same thing with a character for a scary experience I've had.
Yeah.
At this moment, I'm planning to do it in fan fiction. I don't know if I will end up deciding fan fiction is how I want to do it, but right now it's a fan character I'm thinking of doing it with. So, yeah, Casey inspired me too because, like you said, I've tried to write before, thinking maybe I can write about the experience, but I haven't actually done it yet. And I don't think I'm going to continue the story that I started where I was thinking about doing that. Or if I do, I'm not going to put it in that story because it's been years since I've even thought about that story.
Yeah. I mean, you do whatever you want. Like, don't force yourself to continue something that you don't want, but maybe, yeah. No, I definitely support you in doing that because it definitely might help. Or you'll find something else that you might not expect. Yeah. So.
I don't know which other things you plan to talk about with Osric. Are you going to talk about? Hold on, I'll type it down.
Okay.
Because if you're going to talk about it, I don't want to talk about it before you talk about it.
I wasn't.
Okay.
But you can.
Yeah. Okay. So in case anyone doesn't know, you've met Osric multiple times at supernatural conventions. Mm-hmm. I've never been to one. I've never met him. So my only exposure to him is what you tell me and what he posts on YouTube and his acting and stuff. So he has a YouTube video. It's a poem called Those Who Dream, I think it's called. It's on his YouTube channel. You can watch it. Well, if you haven't seen it, watch it because I'm going to talk about the ending line and I don't want to spoil it.
I'll link to it in the description.
Yeah. I'm pausing for a moment so they have a time to go click on it and watch it.
Go click on it.
Okay. Welcome back. The last line of the poem is, if you can fail at something you hate, why not fail at something you love? And I don't know what else to add to that to say, but I really like that line. Something that's really important to me is to not be afraid of if I'm going to fail, not be afraid of if I'm wasting my time. I do get afraid of those things, but it's important to me to do stuff anyway, even if it might waste my time or I might lose, because I'll still learn something from it. There will still be something good that comes from it. And even if it doesn't, I don't want to be afraid to fail, because I know I'm gonna sometimes.
Yeah.
So I might as well be okay with it.
Yeah, I like that, because it's like, why don't you put effort into something that might there's another thing that Osric did say. I should finish what I was gonna say. Might put like effort into something that you do care about and love instead of something that like you don't. But another thing that he has said, I don't remember how he like worded it or got to it, is that like there are like situations or careers that are like luck based, but you should create opportunities to get lucky, you know? Like,
Oh, I like that.
yeah, so like with YouTube, like it is a luck based thing, but if you don't start creating videos, how are you gonna get lucky, you know? And if you're gonna become an actor, you have to put in the effort to like be the actor, even if you're just like going on auditions all the time and you haven't like actually like been get a role. But if you don't go on the auditions, you might never get a role. Like, think of it, acting auditions as acting too, but like being casted too. I also like that. Like you get to play that character even if it's just for a short bit, even if you're not casted. That's a different thing. I don't. He said, I think, was that him? I think that was him. I don't actually remember. But he did say the luck thing. So like, you have to like put yourself in a position or opportunity to get lucky. Sometimes, I mean, like, obviously, sometimes you just get lucky and not do that, but, like, a lot of people, like, a lot of, like, things, they're not, like, they've made, like, all this other stuff, but you'll see, like, that one lucky stuff that, like, propelled their career or whatever, you know? And then, like,
Yeah.
they're just known as, like, known. You don't seem like all the 100 videos they put up beforehand, you know? And if they did put up like all those 100 videos beforehand, they might have not been able to get lucky, you know?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, and I really like that quote. Same with like writing, like you have to, if you want to make a movie or show, you have to write it first, you know? And then maybe you'll get lucky that someone will read it and be like, oh, I want to help you create this, you know? But you have to create that opportunity first.
Yeah.
And I really like that.
I like that too, yeah.
He gives good advice. He's really wise.
Yeah, he seems really cool. I hope to one day meet him.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope you meet him too. And just him being like himself too, and just he is weird, but he's just like, I don't know if like he's ever. I'm sure he's human, so I'm sure there's been times that he's nervous and stuff, but like he's just so casual about it, or just like doesn't. I think I already said this, so maybe I'm just treading. But like that, him just being him, or like him showing that part of him, helps me feel comfortable with being me, you know? And, hold on, I'm looking at my notes and, like, deleting the things I've already said. And it's
Oh, yeah. I know. I know I have 3 left. One's really quick and one I have,
okay.
2 I have a lot to say about. So I don't know, I don't know. I don't want the video to go too long. I don't know.
The videos are already too long, so.
Or should we?
Yeah, we can two-part it. Or we can just say this is a special episode.
This is a special episode.
Special episode.
It goes for a really long time.
For special people. We're giving the what am I trying to say? The
recognition. Wait, I can't say it either. Appreciation. I can say that word.
Appreciation and yes, appreciation and the recognition of people that impacted us. Special moments. Appreciation. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Yes.
YouTube appreciation.
Yeah.
We could do future ones that are like things besides YouTube, right? Like
Yeah, definitely.
video games that impact us or something.
Yeah.
Or music or something else, books or something. We'll figure it out. But
Yeah.
yeah, I really like this kind of episode.
I like talking about Osric. I don't get to do it. I think I've just been like banned from talking about him for so long.
Oh, you talk to me about him sometimes.
Yeah.
I like hearing about him.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that, because I'm always like finicky about it. Like, should I? Should I not? Should I? Should I not? Because Kristen used to yell at me when I did. So, or she would get annoyed or upset, and she's like, I don't know. I don't know why she hated him. Yeah. She used to insult him, and I would get really mad at her. Got so defensive. Yeah. Should I keep going, or like?
So I have 3 left. 1 is short, 2 are long. So should I just say the short one quickly, or?
Yeah, do you want to do 2 of them, and then I have more. I overwrote.
Because you also have another person too,
Yeah,
right?
but I can just, yeah, but she's kind of quicker. She's quicker than Osric, of course. Yeah. No, here, do you want me, like, post my notes for?
Yeah, sure.
It's so, with Mary Jane or just Osric's? Because I did
whoever
do
you want to do.
quotes. This is what I have left for Osric.
Oh yeah, that is a good amount. Oh, this is really nice. I'm reading it.
That's nice.
Oh, I like what you have to say, the thank you part. That's kind of similar to what I'm going to say for
yeah.
the last one online. But
I forgot
I don't know,
I
maybe
wrote
like
that down.
you go like, I don't know. I mean, say what you want to say, because I don't know, I don't want the video to go too long. It's going to be a lot to watch and stuff. But I also really like talking about this. We should probably edit out this really weird part where
I kind of like
I don't know
it.
what to do.
I don't know, I kind of like the in-between scenes. I mean, unless you like really want me to,
No, I don't mind. It's just like, I don't know, is it like weird? I keep saying that I don't know. It might not add anything.
I don't know.